So what is the meaning of diversity? In a group or a public forum, we should respect the diversity of the people in terms of knowledge, experience, culture and other aspects. What is copyright? As already we have seen the definition of copyright in our previous slide. Cyber criminal attacks, a computer or a network to reach other computers in order to disable or damage data or services. Dear students, welcome to Computer Science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Students, let us start our session with the chapter Societal Impacts. Now let us see the weightage of the chapter. The weightage is total 8 marks, and here we have one MCQ, one 2 marks question and one 5 marks question. Total weightage is of 8 marks. In this session, we are going to learn the net etiquettes, means a good practices while using internet or net, and intellectual property rights, open source and cybercrime. See, we are going to learn few definitions and how to avoid cybercrimes and what precautions to be taken care while we are working with internet or while using internet. That is the main concept of this chapter. Now let us start with the definition of societal impacts. So here, what is the meaning of this here? Here, while we reap the benefits of digital technologies, these technologies can also be misused. And let us look at the impact of these technologies on our society and the best practices that can ensure a productive and safe digital environment for us. So this topic, we are going to brief about the impacts of digital world or technologies to the society. And also we are going to learn the best practices of using internet or digital technologies. And also there are chances of misuse with the help of these technologies. And also we are going to learn how to safeguard or how to have a productive and safe digital environment for us. These are the topics to be covered in this session. So societal impacts. So how are our net etiquettes is going to impact on our society? So because there are chances of misusing digital technologies, and we have to learn a good practices so that it doesn't have any bad impact on social life or our society. Now in the next slide, we will see one is digital footprints. So what is the meaning of digital footprints? Now in general, you know what are footprints, isn't it? So here digital footprints, the meaning here is when we surf the internet using smartphone or tablet or PC, etc., we leave a trail of data reflecting the activities performed by us online, which is our digital footprints. Digital footprint says, and all of you are familiar with internet and you know how to surf or how to browse the net. While browsing the information through internet, we are ignoring the trail of data we are left in the internet or in the particular server or in the particular website. So that is nothing but our digital footprints. Or in other words, we can say the activities that carried out during surfing or browsing the net are nothing but footprints. We are ignoring and we are leaving all our activities. It includes maybe of different information, personal information, data, everything in the internet or in the website servers. So that is the concept of footprints, or that is digital footprints. It can be any source of information. It's a private information or different our confidential information. These are nothing but digital footprints. Next definition is, as we have seen, the net etiquettes. So what is the meaning of net etiquettes? So what are the good practices or good behavior while using the net or internet or in digital world or while using digital technologies? So if you look at the diagram, it clearly specifies, explain what are all the different the good etiquettes while working with the internet or through the digital technology. So one is, see, be ethical and be respectful and be responsible. These are the main concern here. Under that, we are going to learn the different technologies of no copyright violation, share the expertise, respect privacy, respect diversity, avoid cyber bullying, and don't feed the troll. See, these are all the good practices to be one should follow while using the internet. So because so all your good practices should not have any a wrong impact, a bad impact on society. So these are all the different good etiquettes or good practices while working with the internet. So we are going to learn the definition of all these things in our next slides. Now first start with one of the good etiquette is practice no copyright violation. Now you know what is a copyright violation. You might have come across the word copyright. So what is the meaning of that? Here we should not use copyrighted materials without the permission of the creator of the owner. So it can be of anything. See, it can be literature, it can be any source of information, any project, whatever it is. So one who created, that means the owner, all the rights for that particular product or particular information. So here, no, we should not violate the rules of copyright. As per the definition of copyright, any materials or prepared, any project, it can be different types of informations or prepared by the owner. So owner has all the rights for his usage or other information, other activities with respect to particular product or information. So here one should not violate the copyright rules, means one should not use the particular information, material or a project without the permission of the user or the creator. So that is nothing but no copyright violation. It is one of the good practice. Next one is share the expertise. What is the meaning of this? So it is a good to share the information and knowledge on the internet so that other can access it. The information shared should be true and unambiguous. So another concept is to share the expertise means whatever the knowledge you have through internet or knowledge on any of the materials, any of the product, any of the information. So that should be shared with other users of the internet so that others can gain the knowledge or information through your source. And here at the same time we have to keep in our mind the whatever the information we are sharing, it should be true as well as unambiguous. So it means that we are not supposed to spread or share any of the false information or wrong information in the internet or through any of the different websites. This is share the expertise. It is one of the good practice. Next one is respect privacy. As all of us will be having our own privacy, so we prefer to maintain our privacy and we don't want others to disturb our privacy or any other private time. So in the same thing is going to apply while working in the internet or while using digital technologies, or it may be in the form of through internet. So everyone has to respect the privacy of others or who are using the internet or digital technologies or in the digital world. So it is, as good digital citizens, we have the right to privacy and freedom of personal expression. And at the same time, we have to understand the other digital citizens have their own rights and freedoms. So that is the meaning of that. So as we have our own privacy and freedom, so we have to respect the other digital citizens, means other one who uses the internet or digital technologies. We have to respect their privacy also. So our personal communication with the digital citizen, the meaning of digital citizen is nothing but one who uses the digital technologies in the form of internet, through internet. So here may include images, documents, files, etc. that are private to both. So we should respect this privacy and should not share those images, documents, file, etc. with any other digital citizen without each other consent. See, the meaning here is whatever the information or the private data information of one digital citizen, it should not be shared in the public or in the social media or through digital technologies, so that we have to respect their privacy also. So we have to respect this privacy. So we should not share any of the information, documents or images and any other data without his consent. That is the meaning of respect privacy. Next one is respect diversity. So what is the meaning of diversity? It is in a group or a public forum, we should respect the diversity of the people in terms of knowledge, experience, culture and other aspects. So here this is the social media. Now social media is not only for one particular person or one particular group. So when we talk about social media, so different types of people, that is the meaning of diversity. So different types of peoples are using the same platform to share their knowledge or experience, culture and aspect. So one should, or we say, the digital citizens has to respect the diversity, or we have to accept the different types of people shared by different types of information, different types of experience and so on. That is respect diversity. Next concept is avoid cyber bullying. So what is the meaning of cyber bullying here? Any insulting, degrading or intimidating online behavior like repeated posting of rumors, giving threats online, posting the victim's personal information, sexual harassment aimed to publicly ridiculous a victim is termed as cyberbullying. So these are the definition of cyberbullying. Means any activity, what we mentioned here, insulting digital citizen, means other users of the digital technologies, insulting them, degrading and also threatening everything through online. All these are nothing but cyberbullying. It has to be avoided. So being a good digital citizen, we have to avoid cyberbullying. All what I mentioned here, all these are different form of cyberbullying to insulting others or other digital citizen. Next one is be precise. So we have to be precise in our information. So what is the meaning of that? Here with respect to time. Respect time. We should not waste precious time in responding to unnecessary emails or comments unless they have some relevance for us. So as a time is most important for every digital citizens, so we have to respect the time. Means we should not waste the time by responding to unnecessary emails or making unnecessary comments and which may not relevance to the subject. That is respect time and be polite. And be polite. The meaning here is whether the communication is synchronous or asynchronous, we should be polite and non-aggressive in our communication. So this is with respect to writing messages or writing email, whatever it is, any information we are sharing, we have to be polite. So we have to use a better languages so that it should not disturb others or other digital citizens. We have to be polite and be credible. Be credible. What's the meaning of that? We should be cautious while making comment, replying or writing an email or form posts such as act as decide our credibility over the period of time, one should be responsible for the information shared. It can be different types of information while replying to an email or writing an email or sharing or making any comments. So one should be credible, one should have a credit for that, or he is responsible for that particular information. So that is nothing but you have to be credible. In the next slide, be secure. So what is the meaning of secure here? So we have to be secure our privacy or our data from other digital citizens, as we know that the privacy, or we have to respect the privacy, and all the private data is very, very important for every digital citizens. So to secure that, we have to secure our privacy as well as private data. So first one is choose password wisely. So all of you know what username and password. Everyone will be knowing the username and password is the private key, or it will be known only by the user. Wisely, so that other digital citizen, he cannot guess easily our password, or he cannot decode our password easily. So this is one is, so we have to choose a password wisely and know who your befriend. I mean, while you're working with this internet or while surfing, browsing, or in social media, we should be aware of that who is our friend, or with whom we are communicating, or with whom we are sharing. So we have to be very careful in choosing a friend, or while communicating, we have to chat, or we have to share information with a limited people or limited digital citizens where we are secure. That is, know who your befriend. Beware of fake information. So in the digital world, so we are not sure that whether information given is it a fake or right information. So we have come across so many informations which are fake or which are not trustworthy. So in that case, we have to be very careful about the fake information in the form of pictures, images, email, and any sorts of reply to your messages. Now be reliable, think before uploading. So anything information which we would like to upload or share with other digital citizens, we have to be careful, and we should be reliable. Means whatever information we are sharing with, it should be true and it should be right information. In the next slide, we will see data protection. Now you know what is a data. In digital world, data is very, very important, and it is more valuable. It is more valuable. And how to protect the data in digital technologies, or through digital technologies, or through digital citizens, maybe in the form of internet, how to protect our data. So in that way, we have intellectual property right. This is IPR. So it is one of the method to protect our data. So what is IPR here? It stands for intellectual property right. It refers to the inventions, it may be literary and artistic expressions, design and symbols, names and logos. All these are with respect to IPR, and the ownership of such concept lies with the creator or holder of the intellectual property. This enables the creator or copyright owner to earn recognition or financial benefit by using their creation or inventions. So intellectual property right is legally protected through the copyrights, patent, and trademarks. So here, what is IPR? IPR, it is nothing but it is an act so that it's going to protect the data. It can be different forms of data, maybe data in the form of inventions or literary work or artistic expressions or designs, symbols, names, and logos. So all this can be protected through IPR. So with the help of this, through IPR, we can protect the copyrights, patents, and trademarks. All these different types of data can be protected in digital era through IPR, intellectual property right. So here, first we will see what is copyright. As already we have seen the definition of copyright in our previous slide. So what is a copyright? Copyright grants legal rights. It's going to provide a legal rights to creator for their original works like writing work, photograph, audio, recording, and so on. See here, all the rights will be with the creator. It may be different form of different types or different forms of work or data. Like it may be literary work, writing, maybe photograph, audio, videos, sculptures, and architectural works. All these comes under Copyright Act. So through this, we can protect the data, and also it includes your software and other creative works like literary and artistic work. So copyright, whoever is going to create these different forms of data has the legal rights to use it. I mean, has the legal rights, has given the legal rights to use the product or different types of work, and that is he is the one to decide rights or permission to whom he can give that with respect to particular work. So this is Copyright Act. So any digital citizen or anyone who is using internet or through in different forms of website, if anyone who is trying to copy or doing any sorts of work with respect to this his invention or this work without the permission from the creator or from the owner, it causes copyright violation. So copyright is one method of protecting our data in different forms of data. Next one is patent. So this is another form of data protection. What is a patent? Patent is usually granted for invention. When a patent is granted, the owner gets an exclusive rights to prevent others from using it or selling it, distributing the product, protected invention. Patent gives full control to the patients to decide whether or how the inventions can be used by others. A patent protects an invention for 20 years, after which can be freely used. So another method of protecting the data or invention work in different forms of work can be protected through patent. What is the Patent Act here? So it is nothing but a patent is granted for invention. A patent is granted for an invention or different types of work. It is, I mean, all the legal rights will be with the owner, and owner is the one who is going to decide the using the product, selling in terms of selling, distributing, protecting, and different types of activities. So here the owner has all the rights about his work or invention and so on, and anyone is using it without the permission from the owner, or he is going to, if any digital citizen he is trying to use different forms of works without the permission from the owner, it leads to the violation of Patent Act. So here owner has been given a control or a legal access or legal permission about his work or inventions. So here without the permission from the owner, no one supposed to sell, distribute, and do any other activities with respect to his work or invention. So this is patent. Next one is trademark. So what is a trademark here? The trademark includes any visual symbols, word, name, design, slogan, label, etc. that distinguishes the brand or commercial enterprise from other brands or commercial enterprises. It also prevents others from using confusingly similar mark, including words or faces. So what is the meaning of trademark here? See, now all of you know that most of the business or most of the enterprises runs with they will be having their own trademark, or they will be having their own logos. So the particular trademark or logos are restricted, or it is only for one particular product or one particular organization or one particular enterprises. So here, with no other organizations are supposed to use the same logo or same trademark for others' business. So that causes the violation of Trademark Act. So here, according to the definition of Trademark Act, it can be in different form, maybe a design, maybe a low slogan, label, whatever it is. See, a simple example is, now all of you know a Bata is a company, they'll be having their own logo. Similarly, Nike is a company, so they'll be having their own logo. So every business will be having their own logos, maybe in the form of name or slogan, whatever it is. So other businesses, they should not use the same logos which are already comes under Trademark Act, so which are already registered as a trademark for a particular company. If the same logo is used by some other organization or some other company or some other business, it is nothing but the violation of Trademark Act. So this is about trademark. So accordingly, every business will be having their own logo. So other business, no one other than the owner has rights to use the same logo for his business or in any organization. This is trademark. In the next slide, next we will talk about what are cyber crimes. You might have heard these cyber crimes every day in our day-to-day life. So what is cyber crime? This is a criminal activities or offenses carried out in a digital environment can be considered as cyber crime. So what is a cyber crime? See, any criminal activities using the electronic environment or digital environment. Okay, whenever we are using digital environment, any criminals activities are referred as cyber crime. So in such crimes, either the computer itself is the target or the computer used as a tool for committing or to commit a cyber crime. So when you talk about electronic devices or digital devices, more probably we are talking about a computer. So a computer can be a target, or we are using computer as a tool for criminal activities. So it is referred as cyber crime. So this is the definition of cyber crimes. So cyber crimes are carried out as against either an individual, or a group, or organization, or even against a country. So with the intent to directly or indirectly causes physical harm, financial loss, or mental harassment. See, these are all the criminal activities. What are different activities? Maybe physical harm to a particular devices, or it can be electronic devices or any digital citizens, and financial losses. So financial loss for any enterprise or any organization, or mental harassment for any employees or for the digital citizens. So with all these activities are intended to directly or indirectly causes a damage to a digital citizens, or it may be a good enterprises or any organizations. So all these comes under criminal activities or cyber crimes, and all the activities are carried out by using electronic devices, maybe a computer as a target or maybe a computer as a tool, and is going to not only for one person, maybe a group of person. This is cyber crimes. In the next slide, a cyber criminal attacks a computer or a network to reach other computers in order to disable or damage data or services. One of the cyber crime is nothing but is going to attack a computer network. Here I am talking about, you know what is a network? It may be a LAN network or WAN network or different forms of network, and to reach other computers and disable or damage the data. It is nothing but, say, the one who's going to trying to get into the some other network to get the information, a personal data of a particular enterprise or particular organization, and or maybe intentionally he would like to disable or damage the data or services, or it may be in the form of a hardware or software damages to the enterprises. So this is one type of attack or cyber crime. Apart from this, a cyber criminals, we say cyber criminals may spread viruses and other malwares in order to steal private and confidential data for blackmailing and extortion. See, this is, we might have heard so many cases in our social media about blackmailing. These cyber criminals will try to blackmail some other person or digital citizen through spreading viruses. So, spreading a virus and malwares and to steal the data comes under cyber crimes, and these are cyber criminals. They are going to disturb other digital citizens. So here examples are blackmailing and extortion and to steal the private data are nothing but cyber crimes. Next one is hacking. You might have heard the name hacking. See, what is hacking? The definition is unauthorized access to a computer or computer network or in any digital system. So what is the meaning of hacking here? The hackers are the one, they are nothing but cyber crimes or cyber criminals. They are trying to get into your network or your computer. Unauthorized means without your permission. So anyone who is trying to access your computer or your network or your data without the owner's permission, it is referred as hacking. So it is one of the cyber crime. And hackers usually have a technical expertise of the hardware and software. Generally, these hackers are nothing but a good programmers. They will be having a good knowledge about hardware as well as software. They look for bugs to exploit and break into the system. So they are doing it to get into the other system or a network to exploit and break into the system. This is the hacking is one of the cybercrime activity. So hacking when done with a positive intent is called ethical hacking. Okay, what is ethical hacking here? So with the good intention, with a positive intent, here we are great. Someone is getting into somebody's network or somebody's computer with the prior permission from the owner. They are called as ethical hacking, or the system ethical hacking. They are called as ethical hackers. And other than without the permission from the owner, if anyone try to get into the or break the other network without the permission is referred as non-ethical hackers. So this hacking is one of the cybercrime activity. Next one is phishing and fraud emails. So phishing, these two are other forms of frauds or cybercrime. What is phishing? It is an unlawful activity, fake websites or emails that look original or are authentic or present to the user to fraudulently collect the sensitive and personal details. So what is the meaning of phishing here? It is no doubt unlawful activity. So here the information are shared through the website as if it looks like the original information. It looks original information, but it is not authentic. And because of this, they are going to make different fraud activities like collecting sensitive information of a person or any organization and personal details. It can be related to personal information or with respect to any of the organization. So, and not only that, maybe username, password, and banking and credit card details. So all these are able to access it through different forms of email by posting wrong information, but it looks original information through a website or through email. So this is phishing and fraud emails. Next one is identity thieves or identity theft. What is the meaning of this? Here, it increasingly uses personal information stolen from computers or computer networks, commit fraud by using the data gained unlawfully. So what is identity thieves? They are the cyber criminals. They will try to get the personal information from the computer or from the network or maybe they're going to commit different types of fraud by using the data gained unlawfully. The user's identity, like maybe email ID, maybe banking credential, passport, PAN, Aadhaar, all these are private information, so it has to be protected. So all these are, these identity thieves, they're going to get the identity of any citizens through different types of fraud activities. So this is identity thieves. Next one is ransomware. So what is ransomware? It is another kind of cyber crime where the attacker gains access to the computer and blocks the user from accessing, usually by encrypting the data. So another form of cybercrime is ransomware, here where the hackers or another user will try to get into your system and he will make sure that all your activity can be controlled through that particular person, or the user is going to block the particular user by accessing or using his email ID or his account. So this is ransomware. Next one is combating and preventing cybercrime. So as we have seen, so many different forms of cybercrimes, different forms of frauds in our day-to-day life, and how to avoid it or how to take care of our personal data or our invention or different forms of data, how do we protect it or how to overcome these cyber crimes. Here, first one is take regular backup of important data. See, what is the meaning of the backup? The word backup is nothing but the copying the day-to-day activities to some other secondary memory devices, or to safeguard the data by copying the data from one computer to another computer or another location. So we have to copy important data, we have to place it somewhere else so that any problem with one of the server or computer, so we can make use of the stored data. Use an antivirus software to keep it updated and have to keep it updated always. So antivirus software is a type of program where we are using this to protect our computer from different types of viruses. So it is better to use antivirus software, and also we have to keep updated frequently or in a period of time. Next one is avoid installing pirated software. Always download the software from known and secure sites. So what is the meaning of pirated software? See, it is always better to use illegal software which has a legal permission, and we have to get the legal permission from the user, or we have to download any sorts of software from known and secure websites. The pirated software are nothing but the software which are downloading freely from the internet, and these software they don't have a 100% security. So it is better to download different types of software from known and secure sites. And here HTTPS, you might have heard this. Please observe this. Whenever you are browsing, surfing the net, as soon as you type the information in the address bar, you can see HTTPS. Here S stands for secure. So anything, if you get something like yes here at the end of this, at the address bar, so that particular site is secure site, so we can rely on that. So it is better to download information through secure and trusted websites, and always update the system software, which include the internet, browsers, and other application software. So we have to keep updating our software. Now, do not visit or download anything from untrusted website. Suppose if we are not sure about a particular website, so we are not supposed to download anything or information from untrusted website. So if we are not sure about a particular website, whether is it trusted or untrusted, better to be avoided. So these are the different steps to be taken care of. Next one is usually the browser alerts the user about doubtful websites whose security certificates could not be verified. Avoid visiting such sites. How can we say this is a trusted website? By looking at the security certificates. So we have to use the website which is asking for a security certificate. So we have to, so those type of website we can trust, I can visit, and we can download the information. And use strong password for web login and change it periodically. And do not use same password for all the websites. Use different combination of alphanumeric characters, including special characters, and ignore the common words or names in password. So one has to be very careful while selecting the password, and it should not be repeated, and it should be a combination of alphabets, numeric numbers, as well as special characters, so that other digital citizen cannot guess our password easily. So we have to take care of our password. So we have to provide or to use strong password. And while using someone else's computer, do not allow browsers to save password or autofill data, and try to browse in your private browser only. So another important point here is, suppose if you're using someone else or somebody's computer for our work or browsing, whatever it is, so here we should not allow browser to save password. So this we have to be very careful, and we have to avoid the settings of autofill data, and better to browse with only private browser window. This is another important point. So in the next slide, we will see the Indian Information Act, that is IT Act. So all this what we talk about cyber crimes, everything are registered under through our act, it is IT Act, Information Technology Act, that is IT Act 2000. So the Government of India, IT Act 2000, also known as IT Act 2000, amended in 2008. Actually, this IT Act 2000, which is amended in 2008, it provides guidelines to the users on the processing, storing, and transmission of sensitive information. So what is the IT Act? It gives a guidelines. Guidelines means how to use this IT Act, provide guidelines to the user for how to process, storage, and transmission of information. So it is IT Act 2000. It is a guidelines to work with internet to use the digital environment. In mainly Indian states, there are cyber cells in the police stations where one can report any sorts of cyber crime. So it is, we can find cyber cells in nearby police stations, so that if at all, if we have come across any sort of cyber crime, immediately we can report at the cyber crime cell in any of the police station. This act provides legal framework for electronic governance by giving recognition to electronic records and digital signatures. The act outlines cyber crimes and penalties for them. So IT Act, it also provides legal framework for electronic environment or digital environment, and it also outlines the cyber crimes and penalties for them. So these are all the benefits of or guidelines of IT Act 2000. Dear students, so in the chapter Societal Impact, we have learned the best etiquette or good practice while using internet, and how do we safeguard our information, private data from the cyber crimes or from cyber criminals, and also from hackers and so on. And also we have discussed about different forms of threats, different forms of cyber crimes while using the internet or digital environment. And also finally we have discussed about how do we combating or how to be fight with cyber crimes by taking some precautions. And also the Information Act, that is IT Act 2000, it is a guidelines for us for to work with or to make use of digital environment. So students, let us continue our discussion in my next class. Thank you so much.